welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. I have lots of tools in my basket. Um, Astrology is a passion of mine. I love astrology. So, as a medium, I have a very unique, different perspective of the way that the planets and the stars and all of that. I can say they speak to me. Um, So I'll translate in a very different way than other astrologers, right? It doesn't mean I haven't studied astrology. I have. It's just I have a very unique perspective. So thank you for coming in. We've come a long way. That is we've come a long way in just a short time. We're about to come a really long way in a short time because Pluto is going to go into Aquarius. Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is technology. Uranus, who rules Aquarius, is electricity, electrical. Aquarius is the 11th house. That's its original house. That's networking. That's groups. That's humanitarianism. That's tech. That's all of that. So we're about to go into that area. So yesterday I talked about the November astrology for November. uh, yeah, talked about the aspects, the major aspects that were coming, um, and how we're about to like move. There's a couple that are moving. So 29, Mars is gonna be moving into Leo. He's gonna come back. And this is what's interesting is that this opposition, so I have it for November 1st. You see that right there, November 1st. We're at the 29th. Today is October 29th. So what's interesting is this opposition is going to happen three times. One of those times or two of those times is not going to be in the same signs. So this opposition happening on November 1st, which I have a whole video about Mars opposing Pluto and how that's going to affect you. And we go deep into that, right? But then I wrote everything down. Hold on. Yeah, that's November 3rd. So November 3rd is when they're going to be exact. And then Mars is going to move into Leo and Pluto is going to move into Aquarius, right? They're going to oppose again on January 3rd, but they're going to be in Leo and Aquarius instead of Cancer and Capricorn, right? So it's going to be like this, it's going to be the same opposition, but in different signs. So they're going to act a different way. That's one aspect of it. But the other thing too is that at that point on January 3rd, Mars is going to be Mars is going to be retrograde here. So they're going to meet in opposition again at 1 degree. So we all know 29 degrees an analytic degree, 0 degrees a really uh, big prominent degree as well, and so is 1. So 1 degree is a prominent. So it's going to be Mars retrograde at 1 degree and Pluto at 1 degree, and they're going to be opposing again. That's the second time they're going to be opposing. And then the third time, all this is connected. Mars is going to be retrograding. So I feel like whatever is going to happen, even out in the world, because Pluto is an outer planet, which is like societal, generational, bigger stuff, right? But Mars is an inner planet, so that's more personal, right? So you're going to be affected by this, whatever this is that's going to come about. And then when it hits in Leo, it's like whatever this is does not get resolved yet because it's got a retrograde in it. And then for the last time, um, they will, what is it, at 3 degrees? Yeah. So then they're going to oppose again at 3 degrees. So 3 degrees Aquarius is going to be Pluto, at 3 degrees Mars is going to be in Leo, right? So they Like these are really hard, these are really prominent points. These are like really prominent degrees. 29 degrees, then 1 degree, and then 3 degree. And I think at the third degree is where we finally sort of resolve and come to terms and understand and let go of that stuff, or solve the problem, whatever this is. It is Pluto, but so I think this part will be resolved sooner than this part will be resolved. If that makes any sense. So they're going to hit 3 times. They're going to oppose 3 times, right? The other thing is this is usually a harsh aspect when Mars is opposing Pluto. That's when we should talk about war and stuff like that, right? But because we've had these sextiles, see this sextile? That's another thing. So this sextile, Mars to Uranus, right? Uranus, because these are outer planets and inner planets, right? Uranus to Neptune, Neptune to Pluto, Pluto to Mercury. And then Mercury, it's like it's almost a grand sextile, but here's the thing. If you have a planet at Virgo, so if you have a planet in Virgo at 27, 28, 29, 26, even 30 degrees, all of that, like, especially if you have one at 27, 28, and 29, it's going to affect you because it's a grand sextile if you have a planet here, right? So it's missing this part to be a grand sextile, but I feel like um I don't feel like I say because I have this is what made me look at it because I have a stellium in Virgo. So I have a stellium in Virgo, and I have like I've got my south node, Jupiter, and Uranus over at 26, 27, and 28 degrees, I think is what it was. I think it's going to be a softer blow. I think people are having going to get opportunities, even though this is like really. I explain this wherever wherever Cancer is in your natal chart is where Mars is right now. And that is going to you're going to have some fear there that you're going to have to be dealing with. You're going to have some fear. Pluto is going to make you fear over here. And Mars is going to give you the energy and give you the courage to face your fear and take your power back from Pluto. Okay. Because of these trines going on here and because of this sextile going on here, these sextiles going on here, I feel like it's when you face your fears, all these opportunities are here for you, right? Again, my understanding and the way that I see astrology, these planets are here to help you. But it is your perception. You have your own right to have your own unique perception as a human, as coming down here on this earth and being in this body. So if you're one that thinks everything's always against me, well, guess what? That's the way it materializes for you. If you have a different understanding that these planets are here to help you, that's where you'll kind of connect with me because I see them as helping you. I see this, even though it's a bad aspect in astrology, not a nice aspect, an opposition, and it's Pluto and it's Mars. I see it like it's about time people stood up. It's about time people didn't have any fear. It's about time. Mars being in Cancer means what I hold dear, I will protect. And even though Pluto's going to come try to take it and mess with my head, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to protect it. And I'm not going to allow these things to happen because I am more powerful. That's the way I see it. We have a lot of planets moving signs over this next year, which is what I've been talking about for the last 8 months, a year, is like we're moving into a very different energy. Prepare for 2025. Some things are going to happen. Um, but it is for the better, but we're moving into different energies. So I'm going to go over each of those planets for 2025, 2026. That's when I'm going to start all that stuff because we had a lot coming. Hey, I want another $100 on 2 scratch tickets. That's awesome, Tammy. Wow. That's awesome. You cannot lose right now. You cannot lose. That is so awesome. There's your Mars. Mars in your Cancer, right? Listen, if you're in this group and you've been watching me and you've been watching my videos and you're understanding about the planets and you're understanding about the energy and you're understanding about society and where we're headed, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. The whole point is that we're not doing this alone. We're doing this together, right? I think my luck is running out for tomorrow. I don't know, Tammy. I don't know. I was looking at your stuff. I'm like, that is so cool. It's so funny because you're thinking luck has to be just a part-time thing. And I've already told you Gemini's Sagittarius um are the luckiest. Like Geminis are so lucky. So are Sagittarius. Scorpios are lucky. Virgos can be lucky. Like there's luck all in there's magic all in you. And but if you're thinking, "Oh, it's going to go away," you're going to manifest that, right? But Geminis have luck all their lives. Like luck, 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 luck. It just keeps happening. Sagittarius too. Luck, 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 luck. It just keeps happening. It doesn't stop. It doesn't. There's not. There's not a finite number of luck. It's infinite. It's magical, right? Oh, imagine a Sag moon. I have a Sag moon. Gemini sun, Sag moon. Yeah. Luck, 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 luck. Doesn't go away. But here's the thing. Everybody has Sag and everybody has Gemini. All you gotta do is tap into that. You have to talk to your Capricorn and say, I don't have to work hard for it. You have to talk to your earth signs and say and your water signs and say, yeah, it's all possible. It's all possible. Anybody wherever your Jupiter is, that's where luck is there too, right? Yeah, luck. We have luck all in us. It's the fact that we have been told for so long that things are finite, that things only run in cycles, that can't have too much. Back in the day, the way that we thought was you can't take too much because then other people won't get any, or you can't have too much because that's being greedy. No, it's not. You're not being greedy. This world, this universe, you are infinite. It's infinite. I was like, just like the American governments, they don't see money, so they print more. It's it's infinite. But honestly, money is just a number in a computer. That's it. It's just an energy like everything else. But they want us to think there's only so much. There's only so much food. There's only so much happiness. There's only so much. And we have been trained to think that way, which is dumb. And we are moving into this energy, Aquarius, where we're like, we don't go by those rules. We know our connection. We feel our connection. We know the different dimensions all work together and they can bleed into one another. And all you got to do is focus and attention, and your energy goes there, and then you make that your path. That's the thing, is that's kind of dumb if you think about it. You don't really have to steal anything if it's all infinite. They just have us thinking that there's only finite, that there's only a certain amount of certain things, and we're not allowed to partake or over partake, right? It's all done, but we're heading into this area. After, what is it? After, yeah. So I'm saying like January, February, once we get to the end of February, because Pluto is going to go to 0 degrees, then he's going to go to 1 degree, then he's going to go to 2 degrees. Now we know those degrees. Before this last summer, we had never been in that energy. And y'all saw what happened this last summer. Some strange stuff, some weird stuff, some forward thinking stuff, some you saw groups coming together, you saw um people doing for one another. You've seen that, right? Like that's all Aquarian energy. Um so right now till January, February, and then I would say mid March is where we're going to get into that 3rd degree of Pluto. That is the area that's brand new. When we get to that 3rd degree, when Pluto gets to the 3rd degree, from that point on, it's brand new energy that we have never seen in our lifetime. In our lifetime, and we won't see it again either. Ain't it the truth? Lacking in sufficiency. Yep. Is how you're pushed to think. Yeah. It's been ingrained in you since you were small. It's been ingrained in you, whether through culture or through society. It's just been ingrained. And so having to undo all of that, that's why this 20 years is next 19 years, 19 and a half years. No, 19 years. Yeah. 18 and a half, something like that. That we're going to be in this energy is brand new. It's going to look very different. It's going to be very strange to some people. To us Aquarians, it's not going to be strange. I think Aquarians, if they're thinking about it, not that they're thinking about it, but if they're thinking about it, they're not going to want all their, because Aquarians are very private. Like they want to know all your stuff, but they're very private. So they're probably, so I think in the beginning here, like when it's here, this is where on a personal level, you're probably not going to want, as an Aquarian, everybody knowing your stuff and how you work. So this energy is going to feel almost like it doesn't want to let you in, or it's even a little bit cautious because you're knowing it. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to get you to understand how this energy in Aquarius works. In the beginning, it's probably going to be like that. Like, yes, this is how I work, but I really don't want to show you how I work yet. You gotta like Aquarius needs to know that it's doing the right thing for humanity, for the group. And if it doesn't, it won't let you in. So we're gonna have that where it can shun you or it can like not. So what I'm saying is like things in the world, society may want to start something and then it just stops. And that's the Aquarian energy because if they don't see a way for it to go far or for it to help people or for it to be helping humanity, then they're going to shut it off. That's just the Aquarian energy. So, and that's the beginnings of Aquarius, right? So you'll see some things, you'll probably be shocked because Aquarius likes to shock you. But then if you want to keep it, you got to let Aquarius know, energy know that you want to keep it and why. Because if they don't see a path for it, they're not going to keep it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. So you know, like we're fully okay with going into your stuff, your life, your thinking, your thoughts, your way. But to go into ours, you have to be ready. It's not even worthy. It's not even good enough. It's ready. If you're not ready, then it'll shut you out. So I feel like the first 2, 3 years, we're going to be maybe 2 years, maybe three. There's going to be new stuff trying to start. And if it gets shut down, it's just that the Aquarian energy is kind of saying no. But Pluto's going to be in there. So he might say yes. Pluto may be like, uh-huh. Because remember, Pluto's talking to Aquarius. And Pluto's telling Aquarius, let's show them. Let's show them what they can do. Let's show them what they can be. Let's show them. So Pluto's almost coaxing Aquarius to open its energy up because Aquarius is very private with their stuff unless you're in their inner circle. Okay? There's a circle that they have, and then there's an inner circle, and then there's an even smaller inner circle. Okay, a lot of people don't know that about Aquarius. An Aquarius can walk into the store and come out and with somebody and say that's their best friend. That's not their best friend that they just met, right? That's how they think of things. Like that could be their best friend, right? Because they know them. They just met him, but they know him, right? That could be they'll introduce you. They'll come out of the store with this person and introduce them as their best friend. But there's another circle that they have, and those are the people that they'll hang out with every once in a while, right? Then there's that inner circle. That's the people, either 1, 3, 5. I don't know very many Aquarians that have more than that. Um, those are the people. But once you're in, as long as they can trust you, as long as they know that you're doing the right thing, then you'll stay in, right? Because Aquarius has no problem walking away. That's what we're going to be seeing on a societal level, right? So everything's going to look like it's open. It's really cool. What used to be unique is not unique. Nobody's batting an eye. Da 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 da. That's the Aquarius thinking everybody's their friend, right? But are we going to get them into that next circle? Are we going to get them into the place where we'll hang out with them? We kind of like it. It's okay. It could stay. And then we'll know by the time Aquarius gets over here, by the time Pluto gets over here, is like, oh, that's in my inner circle. That's my person. That's my thing. Right? Very few get close. And I'll tell you what, I can tell you this about Aquarius. Me being an ascendant Aquarius, but me always dating a lot of Aquarians too. If you betray them, you'll never be in that inner circle again. They'll keep you around if you want to be around. Hey, Lorna. They'll keep you around if you want to be around, but you'll never be in that inner circle. And you'll know it too. You'll know it. Like they'll still be cordial. They'll still hang out if you want to hang out every once in a while, but they'll never be close to you again. That closeness will never come again. It just won't. It's a lot like Capricorn. Like I saw a meme one time that said Capricorn, um, if you make a Capricorn angry, it takes 3 lifetimes before they forgive you. It's like that. But it's not in it's like that, but it's not in that Aquarius will forgive you. They'll forgive you for what you did, but they will never allow you that close again. It won't happen. Hi everyone, as a fellow Aquarian, I 100% agree. Yeah, they won't. You get one mess up, that's it. Or I should say you get no mess up. Because if you mess up that one time, you're done. But people get confused because they'll still hang around you. They'll still be around you. They just will never trust you again. And you won't be that close. You won't be in the inner circle. And you'll know it. They'll make sure you know it. It's just how they are. How we are. Now, I have Sag and Gemini. So I'll really cut you off. You'll never see me again. Luckily, I don't track that. So that's so funny. But that's the energy. I'm just trying to explain the energy that we're going into on a societal level. And after the holidays is when I'll get back to dealing with Pluto in Aquarius and dealing with Pluto transiting the houses or in your natal chart. Because I think I've done up to, I think I have 6 more videos to go or 7 more videos to go to finish the series. But I'm not even going to try to until after the holidays. Yeah, so February probably in Aquarius season. I'll do it. January, February. That is not Aquarius. Aquarius will move. Aquarius will leave. Aquarius has no problem getting up and walking away. So just know in the next 19 years, if there are things that are not working out, doesn't matter how long we've had them, they can be gone. So in that way, Pluto's going to work really well with Aquarius, I think. And again, this is not an energy that we have seen in our lifetime. After when Pluto gets to that 3rd degree in Aquarius, that's a brand new energy. We haven't been there before. Not in this lifetime. Not as this identity. Maybe as a different identity in a different lifetime, but not this one. Bye.